Hello, hello. Thank you for joining me and welcome to the 36th of the day of the business mogul chat with Mayowa Onabanjo. Glad to be here. And this is a rescheduled class because I could not make I could not come online yesterday to have this class. I had I traveled and I came back late, so I could not have the class. So this is what we are going to do. I want to quickly do the reschedule. If you are joining me, please let me hear from you. Tell me your name, tell me your location, and let me know what you aims to gain from this class too. Please, I would like to hear from you. Let me hear your name. Tell me your name. Tell me your location, and let me know what you intend to gain from this class also. And please bear with me. I want to quickly check my mobile phone to see how the video looks like before I will proceed. So please bear with me. Let me quickly check and see that. Okay, everything is perfect, and this is my mobile phone, so everything is perfect. I just checked that, so I can continue with the class. I'm not going to be wasting much of our time. Uh, in the last episode, when we were having the class, we stopped on the way when the network kicked me out, so I could not proceed with the class. So we will just continue from there because what I was giving the quotation was on how to go about. Let me remove the text. I was actually giving a quotation on how to print a jotter like this, and I said that if you want to print something like this, you need to do your design. And when you have done the design, remember you are going to do the design for this front cover and then this back cover, and then you will also do the inner design to what you want to print there. You will also do the design. So when you are through with the design, so you have two printing that you are going to do here, the cover and then the inner. So to do the cover, it depends on the quantity and then the kind of machine that you want to use. If you want to use DI, you don't need more stress. All you need to do is once your design is ready, take the design to the DI guys and let them print the cover for you. And if you want to maybe use machine like 201, 8050 or cord or sword, you need to do the plate. And when you are through with the plate, then you need to go and buy the card that you want to use. You know you are printing it by yourself. So if you are printing from the DI, it's possible that you can bargain with those guys. You don't even need to buy card if you are using DI because they provide card. But if you want to take the job to press for printing, you need to buy card. So you buy the card based on the size of machine that you want to use. If you want to use 201, you cut the card into A4 size. If you want to use what we call it 1850, you cut the card into A3. And if you want to use cord, you cut the card into A2. And if you want to use sword, which is the biggest machine, you cut the side into A1. So you print your card, and when the card, which is the cover, is ready, you take it, then you go and laminate it. You need to put laminating on the surface like this. So you laminate it, and if it is there that you are doing to, once they print the card for you, you need to go and laminate it. And when you are through with the laminating, okay, and then you take this inner. You need to print this inner too. So you need to calculate the number of inner. So I've done uh the uh the part on how to do the quotation, how to get the calculation of the number of the paper that you use. But what I will do here is that I will do a bit of recap. And this, let's assume you want to print this jotter now. Watch this paper, this size of a jotter. You see two of it on A4 side. That is office paper. So let's assume you want to print 100 of this jotter, and then you watch the inner that you want to put inside is also 100. So what you will do is that you multiply that 100 by the number of paper that you want to use. So that is 10,000 of this size. Remember, it is two like this that you see on A4. And paper in most times is on either in A4, A2, or in short size. So if the number of this one you see on A4 is 2. On A2 is 8. And on short side is 16. So what you just do is that since you know that you need 10,000 of this, if you are buying A4 paper, that means you buy 5,000 copies. Just divide the number that you see on one A4, on one sheet of paper. This size, the number of this size that you see on one sheet of paper, divided it. When you divide it, then you now go and buy the number of that paper. You go and cut it to the number, the kind of machine that you want to use to print it. So you print it, then you take the cover when you have done with the laminating of the cover and with the printing of this inner. You take them to where you will trim them because you need to cut them to this size. So when you are done with the cutting, then that means you need to go and put this wire. There are sort of sect of printers or printing agents in the business that what they do is mainly focus on printing wire, that is all, or printing wire. We call them finishing section. So you take the job to finishing section. They are the one that will put the wire for you. They will first of all punch the jotter so that they can put the wire. And the name of this wire is wire. So you need to familiar with the name. It's wire. We have wire. We have spira. Spira is outdated. Nobody. I don't even. In the last 7 years, I don't even think I do any jotter that is spira. So even you will not even see any people that will help you to do it. So no more spira. We have it only wire for now. So and also we have different wires. This wire is not limited to white. We have black, we have yellow, we have red, we have blue. So we have many colors. We have gold, we have silver. Depend on the one that you want. So this is just wire. White is the most common one or most common used. We also have this is the blue part of the card of the wire. So you look at this jotter too. It's a jotter, but it's not just normal jotter like this. So it's still a jotter with plastic. This is a plastic. It's not card, it's plastic. So the wire is blue. You know, I told you we have different colors of wire. So you can see our imprinting here, October 12 concept. That was our old logo. So we printed this thing, I think something on around 2015 or 2016. That was when I printed it for the company. They have their this one. They have their profile as a card here. You can see their profile as a card. It's a card. That is how they prepare the card. Look at this one too. It's a card too. They have their profile as card in front. Then the inner. You can see. So that is that. So we have varieties of jota like this one now. Is another set of jota. It's not hard. What they replace here is just the what they replace here is just the cover. Instead of using card, they use plastic. So the plastic is the market is in the market. The this one and this one they are the same thing. They are the same thing. Just this one is blue and this one is white. And then this one is bigger than this one. So if the wire that you want to use, then the number of sheet of paper that you want to put inside will determine the size of wire that you want to use. So that is how it goes. And then that is all. Go and once you are done with the everything, what you need to do is go and package your book. They go and do the delivery. We also have this size of book, jotter, one of the old jotter that I have here. You can see it where you can put the wire at the top instead of edge like this. You just put it at the top. You can see when I think 2001, 2015, 2016 sec. You can see it's for Babcock students. So you can just put the wire at the top instead of the at the edge here. So or at the side here. So we have varieties of jotter, and then this is another jotter that I want to walk us through this morning on how to do hard copy. We call this hardcover jotter. How to do hardcover. It's different from types of jotter. This is normal card, while this one is hardcover. So you need to understand the difference between the two of them. This one is just normal card that you print on, while this one you will need hardcover. So they build this cover. It's not just ordinary cover that you just print on card and you go and do it. They build this cover. They need to build. So what I'm going to do, I will show you a video now. I'll show you the video so that I want you to watch the video. Then I will come back and take you continue the class and watch the video. At least that is the cover that I showed you earlier on. That is the cover. Okay, you can see that is how you put the wire if you want to put the wire. The first one that you saw was that is the jotter. So that is the jotter. That was when I was processing the jotter. You can see it. That was when I was processing it. Okay. So that is punching. That you need to punch it. No, I told you that you take the job to those guys that will punch it for you. You need to punch it. So that was the jotter after they have punched it. So that is another set jotter that I did too. So so in case you have any printing job that you want to do, we are not too far from you. So reach out to us. So that is the wire we call that. I told you earlier. So that is how we build the cover. That is how we build the cover. You can see the way we are building the cover. You trim it. That is how you trim it. You can see the way we are building the cover. So you need to build the cover. It's not just normal one. Please, I don't know what is going on. It seems the video is frozen somehow. You can even use clothes like this one that you are doing. That is Ankara clothes. You want to use your Ashwebi, that is normal jotter, the light one that I showed you earlier on. That's that one. So um, so that is how you punch. You can see the way they are punching the inner. That is the way they punch the inner before they can put the wire. Without punching it, there's no way you can put it. And that is another. You can see that one. So you can see the inside. You see our logo at the back of this jotter if it will show. So our logo is at the back of that jotter. But I don't, okay, that's our logo. But the video is did not bring it up. Okay. So that is a jotter like that. This jotter now is it has a program inside. You know, there's some jotter that they will put program inside the jotter. There is another one that we did. You will soon see my face. I think you see my face. So okay. So I believe you are gaining some things right now. Like I said, I would like to hear from you. I would like to hear from you. That is how they close the jotter. They close. You need to close the wire together. You can see that is my face. That is just my face. I don't know whether you saw it. That is my face. That was my face. So that was one of the jotter. Okay, this is another jotter. We call this one padding jotter. I don't have any sample with me. It's a padding jotter. It's not the one that we put wire. You pad it as if you are doing textbook. So that is how they do this type of a jotter. Are we together? It's a padding jotter. No, it's not just normal jotter that you put wire. We call it padding. You do it like as if you are doing textbook. Okay. If you are using it to print your jotter, that is the size. That is how it will look like. So we have few jotters that we have done. Like all these jotter that you are seeing, we are the one that did all of them. So some of them have belonged. Some of them are new. Some of them are over 5 7 years. So that is that. That is that. That's that. That is that. So okay. So that what the video you watched, uh though some of the video you might not understand them because you are not into the game. But that is the process that the jotter pass through. You do the design. When you are through the design, you go and print your cover, and then you also print the inner. When you print the inner, the cover, you laminate the cover. When you are through with the laminating, then you go and trim the cover and then the inner together. Are we together? You trim it. When you trim it, then you go and give those guys that will pull the wire for you. That is finishing part. So how do you go about printing this jotter? That is what I want to walk you through right now. Remember, I told you earlier on that this type of a jotter is called hardcover jotter. Hardcover jotter is not like this one. It's not like this one, so it's different from this one. So how do you go about printing this one? First thing, you start with your design. anything that you want to do about printing, start with the design. So you do your design. When you are through with the design, for you to confirm that we make this jotter, look at our imprint at the back. So that's to tell you that we make this jotter. So what you will do is do your design. When you are through with your design, let me stop this text. When you are through with your design, then you go and you go and print the this back that you are going to put on this hard cover. Because this is hard cover, we call it ship board. It's board that you are going to use. So the boards to have grammage, different grammage, 700. It's not normal card carrying grammage. So there's one 1400, there's one 1600, so 1800, 100. That is, I'm talking about 1000 grammage, 1002 grammage, 1003 grammage, 1004 grammage, 800 grammage. It depends on the kind of grammage that you want to use. So like this one, I think this one is around 800 grammage. So you are going to buy the board that they are going to paste this thing on. So this one that you are seeing, you are going to print it on a paper, and it's not bond paper. You are not going to. You are going to print on a matte paper. When you print it on matte paper, you laminate the paper, because if you don't laminate it, once water touch it or the glue that they want to use to bind the cover, it will start tearing. The paper and water or liquid, they are not friends. So print the cover that you want to bind. That paper, go and print it. When you print, laminate it. When you laminate it, then go and get your bond, the cover that you want to use based on the grammage that you want. Get the cover. Also, cut the cover into this size. That is A4 size. Cut the cover and cut the board into this size, and then make sure that it's the same person that is cutting all this, because the size must tally, so that your job will not have any issue. So when they will cut this one to this inner. If you are using this A5, the inner that you are going to print should be more than A5, because they are going to fold it inside. Just know that this paper that you want to, if you are printing this paper, it must be bigger than this cover, because they are going to fold it. So when you cut the paper and then the board, go and give those guys that will build the cover for you. If you cannot build it, then if you can build it, go and build it. So once you are ready with the building of your cover, go and print this inner too. Go and print the inner. Follow the normal process. When you print the inner, you cut it. Then you cut the inner based on this size. So there must be a little space, just small inch, that you are going to leave, so that it won't shoot out. The inner will not be coming out when they close it. Will not be coming out to them. So that one is within those guys that will cut it. So where I'm going is, once you are done with the printing of the inner, you have done with the trimming. Go and give those guys that will help you to put this wire, and you can tell them the kind of wire color, the color that you want. Are you together? So you are free to tell them. If you don't like white, you can tell them the color that you want. So there are many colors. This wire have many colors, but sometimes there are some colors that are very scarce. But white is very common in the market. So that's why it's very common one. So that is that. Give those guys that will put the wire for you, and let them put the wire. If you want to put it inside nylon, put it inside nylon. If you want to wrap it, wrap it. Go and do the delivery. That is all. Just normal thing. The only thing is that they are going to build this cover. And for them to build this cover, you need to buy the board that you want to use. When you buy the board, you cut it. So remember, if you want to print 100 of this of jotter, you will need 200 board like this, because this one will serve for front, and now the next 100 will serve for the back. So you need 100. You need 200 of this board size for 100 copies. So if you want to do for extra office work, maybe you want to give anyone as gifting, anything like that, so you need to put your own extra too. So how many board are you going to do? Just know that two board will make a jota. Are we together? Just know that two boards will make a jota for you. So that is how you go about it. Just buy the board, go and give those guys that will build the cover for you. When they build the cover, when they are done with the building of the cover, remember you are going to print this paper too on matte paper. When don't print it on bond, don't print it on bond. It's on matte paper that you are going to print. When you have done with the printing of the paper, you go and give those people that will laminate, let them laminate it for you. When they have done with the laminating, then go and trim the size of this paper too, because if I want to print this, no, normal, this tool is A4, right? If I want to print this paper, I will print it on A3. On A3, I won't even micromanage that I should go and use ledger. I will use A3 direct, so that I will have enough space to trim, to do whatever that I want to do. I won't be micromanaging the paper. So that is that. And one thing that you also need to know is that they are going to whitewash this side. What I mean by whitewash is that they are going to put white paper here, and you are the one that will supply it. So you can use bond paper, but don't use light bond paper. Don't use light bond paper so that it will not rough. Use at least 100 grams. That is what we use. So you are the one that will supply this paper for those guys that will build it for you, or you give them money to go and buy it. So once they have built the cover, it's possible that the same people that will build the cover will still be the one that will put the wire. It's possible. But if you cannot see them together, you can look for one person that will put the cover for you and another person that will put the wire for you. And one thing again is that maybe if their price is too high, you can look for someone else that will build the cover while they put the wire for you. But most times, if you come to our office, we also do finishings too. We help people put wire in calendar and things like that. So that is why you saw me in that video. So most times it's these people that put the wire, that build this cover, that will also put the wire. But in case they are not the same, or if they are not working together, you can split it. Let one handle the cover while someone else handle the finishing, that is putting up the wire. And once they are done with the putting of the wire, go and take your job and then go and do the delivery. That is all. So we that is all. That is all. We'll see later again in the next episode. We'll see again in the next episode. See again in the next episode. So I'm bound to close right now. I cannot see our charts, but if you drop any charts, please let me quickly check my chart before I will leave. So that is how you go about printing jota, either hard copy or soft copy jota. So there's nothing really big about it. There's nothing hard about going about it. Just know the procedure, know how you go about it. That is all. So players, if you have any printing job that you want to do, book publishing, corporate branding, signage and signs, billboard, award plaque, medals, where we that is what we do at October 12 concept. Also, we are into book editing and proofreading too. We also do book distribution. Maybe you want to distribute your books across major platform or bookstores. It's part of what we do at October 12 concept. Also, we do book conversion. You want to convert your audio to book, or you want to convert your audio to book, something that we do too. And corporate wear, if you want to make corporate wear for your organization, we are also into it. And then gift item, just like the one that I've been taking this free series for some days now. So it's something that we also do at October 12. Logo creation and graphic design is also part of the service that we render at October 12. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me end the class here. We will see in the next episode. Thank you so much. Do have a lovely time. Do have a lovely time. Do have a lovely time. I would like to someone is asking me a question here, that is it the same amount that the soft cover cost cost that the hardcover also costs? No, it's not the same amount. I said it earlier on that to print, look at the two of them. Let me bring it up. Look at the two of them. Look at this one now. It is soft cover. This one is hard cover. This is just normal card. You don't need and even this the cost of this card is not even as cost as this board that you are going to even use. So look at it now. You are going to print just on this card, then you are done. You go and put the wire. But this one, you are not printing on the card because no machine will print direct on this solid on this surface. Are we together? So what you are going to do is that you are going to print on paper, and the size is even going to be bigger than this normal size. So are you with me? And when you are done with the printing on the paper, you need to also go and laminate it. Then you will buy this card, this board, call it board. You go and buy this board. So just imagine the process. This board alone is even cost more than this more than this cover. The board alone without the printing. Even the printing and this printing too is still almost the same thing. Because we are going to print the inner too. Then you are going to use board. So the board is more. If let's assume uh, I'm I'm accepting only 50,000 for 100 copies of this one. I won't take less than 70,000 or 65,000 for this one. So they are yeah, they are not the same thing. This one is coster than this one. This one too is coster than this one. This one or this type. This one, this cover is more thicker than this particular one. Therefore, because it is thicker than this one is going to be coster than this one because of the cover is thicker. Look at the wire here. It is black. Now I told you we have different colors of wire. And then look at this type of wire. This one is white, black, blue. But this way I'm going. Look at this one too. This one is just plastic. It's coster than. So it depends on the material that they want to use as cover that will decide which one that will cost most. So this one is coster than this one, while this one is coster than this one. So that is how it goes. So hardcover is coster than the normal printing, normal cover like this. I also have another one here. I think that was 2000. This one is 2002. This is our imprint at the back here too, for you to know that we are the one that also print this one. It's for burial. It's for burial. You can see it. It's for burial. 1950 to 2022. It's for burial. Last year burial. So ladies and gentlemen, let me wrap up. Let me wrap up. We'll see later, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see in the next episode. Do have a lovely time. Have a lovely time. Bye for now. Bye for now. We'll see in the next episode. Bye for now.